I'm sure you remember from your own time, Gloria, that there's all of these WhatsApp groups as well. And there's literally dozens and dozens and dozens of them. And I'm a little reluctant to play a part in them because I hate it when any impression could be given that there's a party within a party. But what I also realize is that if you want to bring about change and influence amongst senior decision makers, you have to have the ability to have that influence. And sometimes if you're just standing there alone, you're one voice. So there's that
tension.
There's that tension, there's that tightrope that you have to walk. And I guess every MP will be judging where they're, how they walk that rope.
And you mentioned the WhatsApp groups.
Yeah.
How do you feel when some of the contents of those WhatsApp groups end up in newspapers?
Well, there was a WhatsApp group created for the new intake, and I was like a keen participant in the beginning. And the moment I saw that one of the conversations had made it into the papers, I actually left the group. I think I'm only one of very few who are not part of that group. And one could argue, well, you can be a member and not contribute and just basically see what is happening on there. But I just didn't feel comfortable. I remember early on, there was a conversation that was being had on one of the health support groups.
Health support, as in literally health support or health policy?
Health support, so a WhatsApp group.
Yeah.
I trained as a pilot. I didn't mention this earlier, I suppose, and I know why planes fly, and one of the things I know about them is their oxygen systems. I'd made a comment on there, and I was actually originally thinking about cruise ships, and I remember the SS Canberra that went to the Falklands and acted as a warship, and I thought, why don't we have hospital ships that we can move around the United Kingdom and perhaps even send to other countries who are perhaps struggling even more than we are. And then I thought, well, we have some big airliners as well that we can fly into different countries. And someone had leaked what I had said in a very sort of placid way. You're a brand new MP, so it's not the big eye. Certainly not from me anyway. And they put it on Guido Fawkes. You must be aware of it. Oh, this crazy guy, Marco, saying this, saying that, and who does he think he is? And then Guido made out I was some sort of idiot. But a few weeks later, Guido apologized to me, and I'm told that it's the first time they've ever done that. So, yeah, they found out, and other countries actually picked up and ran with that idea. Because it's all about, when you have COVID, the thing that people need the most is oxygen in their systems because the lungs are getting clogged up. And I thought, well, if all you need is oxygen, well, on a plane, you've got those oxygen masks, haven't you? And give people extra oxygen.
So you're right about the number of WhatsApp groups that exist for MPs. I was a member of lots of them. You are a member of some of them, but you've left one of them. So can you give any advice to MPs? Life is okay without WhatsApp groups?
Life is absolutely okay without WhatsApp groups. And, I have a great relationship with my whip. He's absolutely brilliant. I consider him, as much as anything, a friend now and a mentor to me.